Mayor and Council, you know that I want it, with your indulgence, I want to kind of tinker a little bit with how we do some of this, make it a little less pro forma and a little more specific, maybe at times to the information that you want or some things that are more relevant in our community. But I know that sales tax collection is a big part of that, so we'll go through some numbers tonight. So it looks like through month end October, for sales tax, we are down 1.16%, although there's some good news on the horizon because November is going to show an increase. But sales tax through month end October, we're down 1.16%. Use tax through month end October, down year to date. I should have said that in the first about sales tax too. Year to date, we're down 1.51%. Sales and use tax combined, again, year to date through month end October, we are down 1.22%. Interesting, I know that you have historically looked at trends in other cities. We happen to be on the wrong side of that comparison, and through month end October that we are the only city that is down in the three categories. But if you look at, say, Yukon, I guess they're down on all three as well, but and by bigger margins than we are. But hopefully there's some good news on the horizon. And then the lodging tax, we're basically flat, but down 0.12%. Any questions? And then going forward, I actually anticipate that we'll turn that into a slightly broader, with your approval, a slightly broader discussion of finances as a whole, and probably bring the finance director into the conversation and maybe dive into some of the trends just a little bit. We'll talk more about that. The other interesting part of the update tonight is I wanted to give some other staff a chance to talk about something that's happened, and that is the wayfinding, the installation and the construction of the wayfinding signs. And Jennifer Thornton is going to come up, and I'll say that I was particularly surprised and impressed to know that apparently at one point Jennifer drew the short straw and so was assigned the wayfinding project. But I have heard, I have heard nothing but good things about it in the short time that I've been here. And so I wanted to give Jennifer an opportunity to brief the council on the overall plan and the effort to put up the signs and provide a little context and some information for you.
Yes, thank you. I'm Jennifer Thornton, Tourism Director, and I had the privilege of leading this project. It's funny because it has been on the City Council strategic plan since 2017 or maybe even before. So this has always been on our radar, that when you go to other cities, a lot of times you see some signs that tell you about some attractions, and it really shows communities that we care. So it is for travelers, it's for visitors, but it's also for residents and newcomers. You might have a Google map and you're going to the grocery store. As you're going to the grocery store, as you're going to a sports facility, you might not know that, oh, there's a dog park, and oh, there's a library, and there's a conference center, and oh, that way to downtown. So those are the things that we thought were important. During COVID, we were able to get some grants, and that really spurred the development for this. So we got a grant from the Association of Central Oklahoma Governments and from ARPA funding, American Rescue Plan. So really, I just wanted to thank all the departments in the city. You'd be surprised how many hands were in this project to get them up. Everyone from marketing and planning and engineering and public safety, lots of different departments that work together. So there are 100 signs up right now pointing to parks, sports facilities. We were really careful not to point to any private businesses that could change. The signs are modular, so when you see each row, that can be changed and updated as needed. We also have attic stock. These are the terms I got to learn in the project. Attic stock means extras. So we have some storage for extras in case something happens. They are very safe. They're breakaway. So we worked with Oklahoma Department of Transportation to follow the rules and the guidelines to make them safe. And the size is according to standards for safety. So there's very specific rules that tell you how tall the sign should be, as well as how large the letters should be depending on the speed limit. So it was a great learning process, lots of fun. YMCA is excited, as you can see right there. But a lot of our attractions are really excited that it points to them. And I'm happy to answer any questions. I just wanted to give you an overview and say how we're excited that these are up. Also, the design was very intentional. Edmond started at a railroad, as you know, and so that was the sign design. And on the back for the downtown signs, it's the colors for our logo, the downtown logo, the vibrant colors. So those things were very planned out and tried to be, we knew this was going to be something that's going to be up for a long time in Edmond, so we wanted to make it look great.
If I could just comment and say that I love the signs, I love the way they look and all the thought that was put into them. I did have one citizen ask me a question of, you really think that was the best use of funding? And I said, well, it was from a grant. So yeah, I think that was a really good use of that grants that were pursued, and I appreciate the creativity of staff to fund special projects like this. I hope it does make visitors feel more welcome. But I did have someone reach out to me who's lived in Edmond a long time, and they give directions like I do, which is like, it's over by instead of an actual direction. But they said that seeing the sign prompted them to think through about the proximity, and instead of getting out their phone, they use the wayfinding sign. So it's not just for visitors. It can help improve our own road habits of maybe not being on our phone, not relying on our phones as much when we're driving, because that is it's against the law. So want to be sure that we're highlighting that too, that it is helpful to citizens in addition to tourists. And just thank you for all your work on this. I know it was a long project. Thanks to all the city departments that were involved. It brings me a lot of joy to see them up around town.
Yes, thank you.
Anyone else? I'll just add to it that I think all of us are incredibly thankful and grateful to all of you who worked on this project. And I want you to know that every one of those people that say, why did we spend our money on that? I think most of us have had the opportunity to say, well, when you go to Norman, do you like those signs down there that help you find the football stadium? Oh, yeah, those are great. Well, it's because you don't live in Norman and you're going somewhere. You live here. Maybe you do know where everything is. I think just a lot of people don't even think about it in those terms, that this is about helping people who come to our city figure out where they're going. So, I mean, this has been a great experience. I get 40 or 50 wonderful comments for every one of those people that just think, why'd we do that? And they're out there, but they're the people that have been in Edmond for maybe their entire lives, and they know where everything is.
Sure.
So thank you very much.